KJ, I've set out an array of late 19th, early 20th century, actually into late 20th century printed books, woodblock printed books that people are just becoming familiar with, I think, in the collecting world. And they're interesting because they're created in a period when the traditional woodblock print was dying.
Lithography.
The ability to mechanically reproduce lots of images really cut down on business. So publishers and artists had to reinvent themselves and find new reasons. Now, particularly in Kyoto, where the textile industry was extremely strong and powerful, pattern books, things like that, often became things of beauty to look at. This particular work by the artist Kobayashi Gyokunen was done about 1894. You know, you talked about turning the page, seeing things. So what's revealed here? The calligraphy is embossed, and the joined heads of cranes, and this is the Oshogatsu. It's a New Year's commentary. When I look at this, I don't see any of the technical skills that Shunsho or Harunobu, Hokusai, or their carvers manifest. These are beautiful, but they're big and bold.
Yes, this I could able to carve it.
So it's a beautiful study.
Oh, that's incredible.
But look at the deep purple.
Oh, from trees go underneath of like a wave. Wave go over top of plum blossoms. I can see that there's under waters is sort of like a.
So the wave passes in front.
Passes the front,
and you can see through the wave.
Through the wave.
Well, this is a fairly complex printing here.
Yes. It's more carving, and then also you can see the gradations coming out in the blue. So still there's like a sort of a carver, designer, carver, and the printer. But I can see in this book, it's like a designer has a full control of it, design.
And again, every other page.
Pages, because of a pick it up. Yes, I can see all about light pages is a black and embossing style. Each page you turn it on, always black, started black, and then there are colorful pages
and the contrast.
Contrast. Wow, that's incredible. It's silver, mica silver, sort of metallic. It's beautiful.
If we go 10 years up, you recognize whose calligraphy that is? Tomioka
Tessai.
Very, very famous artist, calligrapher. He begins each volume with his calligraphy, and after that you don't see anything about Tessai. But these are images that are right out of the catalog of Rimpa painting. This requires a great deal of precision in the registration.
Exactly, it's very difficult. And then you can see in that some gradation. There's a lots of location that note down in there, and also just like a little that texture of that tree.
So this is really about the Rimpa style, and the fact that it's introduced by Tomioka Tessai is all the more interesting. Very. It's a stunning book.
It is.
What many people regard as the pièce de résistance of the type, a Kyoto artist by the name of Kamisaka Sekka, in the, I believe, 1909, 1910, 1911, came out with these volumes published by the Kyoto publishing house Unsodo.
Still exists.
And the title of this series is called Momoyogusa. It is one piece after another, a beautiful design, again based on this Rimpa notion of bold designs. Full page, bled right to the edge. Lots of metallic colors. They're bold, they're beautiful, but they're simple technically. Are they not?
Very simple techniques. Yes, it's not. You can see it's a much larger surface. And it was carved.
So this is
Copper, beautiful.
Copper.
And then this is a gofun, which is a shell white, the top of it. So hiding in the underneath of the gold. Right here, you still see the patterns.
the white kind of creates a mist.
Go mist.
Yeah, look at the embossing.
Yes,
here.
embossing. Beautiful embossing.
The top of Great
Mount
Fuji.
Yes.
And these are
Oh,
very
that's
good quality
incredible.
in the snowstorm.
Monk snowstorm.
Yeah.
Beautiful gradations and the snow. That's also, this is a shell white.
It's raised.
Yeah, raised.
And by way of contrast,
Yes.
just to set this over here
Right.
and jump ahead to the mid-1970s, and
It's,
Sekino, the great print designer, who was part of a movement, Sosaku Hanga, which emulated European artists who designed, cut, printed their own etchings and whatever, with some embossing.
It's embossing too. Yes, there's like a black and embossing, so that's just 2 blocks.
He's-
This is like an artist cut himself.
Yes,
and,
yes. And there's a lot of skill when you contrast the black and the embossing. Like a number of artists of his age, and he was fairly old when he did this. A kind of love of history and myth.
And also almost like a style is like a Mingei
It's
kind of style.
The folk art tradition, the Meiji
Yes,
tradition,
Mingei tradition,
that was
yeah,
also
yeah.
very popular in early 20th century Japan. As a work of technical achievement, I think this is fairly complex,
Yes.
even though it's only 2 colors. When you look at this and you jump all the way back to Harunobu, where you have books, however beautiful, are advertising prostitutes, basically. You see books moving down the line.
So incredible is that the whole collection is moving from really kind of arty bookmaking to just go through and then just really modern.
It's beautiful.